thanks, Melinda, and thanks to this whole panel who are talking about really an important conversation today. Important for people like me who are the single women in the church. There are so many people like me. And I want to bring us today to Romans 12 as we end our time together. It's a word for men. It's a word for older men and women who are mentoring younger men. It's also a word for single women or women who are struggling with this issue. Romans chapter 12, it says at verse 9, love must be sincere, hate what is evil, cling to what is good, be devoted to one another in love, honor one another above ourselves. Don't be lacking in zeal, but keep your spiritual fervor, serving the Lord. Be joyful in hope, patient in affliction, faithful in prayer. Share with the Lord's people who are in need and practice hospitality. So to my male friends who are watching, the single guys who are watching or leaning into this, my encouragement to you is don't give up on your faith. Just as it says here in Romans 12, love what is good and hate what is evil. Would you lean into your own spiritual life in such a way that it would be the most attractive thing about you? To older men and women who are watching and thinking maybe with concern about the generation coming up and where the men are, my encouragement to you out of this text is to keep serving the Lord and serving the younger men who you know. Would you disciple them? Would you mentor them? Would you develop them? And to my fellow single women who are watching, I see you, I feel you, I know you, I am you, and our stories are different, but in some ways they're the same. The encouragement here is to be joyful in hope and patient in affliction and faithful in prayer. Continue to lean into your faith. Your hope is in the Lord. Our solution to anything in our life is never just to find a man to fix it. And we know that, but I remind you of that today. Also, I encourage you to think about others and not just yourself. Sometimes the best way to heal from our own pain and get out of our own head about things is to serve others. It says here that we should think about those who are in need, but also to practice hospitality. If you're a single woman, think of ways you can be creatively hospitable to those around you, to others who are in need, who are feeling lonely, who are struggling, who need a place to come. And it doesn't have to be fancy. Maybe it's just sharing a pizza if you don't know how to cook very well. My encouragement to you is to give yourself to the work that Christ has in front of you to do in your own community. That is the best way to use our time, whether we're single or whether we're married, whether we have kids or whether we don't have kids or whether we wish we had kids. That's my encouragement to you today. Romans 12 is an amazing text for us, all of us as Christians, to go back to time and time again to remember what this whole thing is about as we serve one another and as we serve the Lord, becoming more and more like Jesus, because whether we're single or married, that is the point.